What's up, Put 'em Up crew? Big Texs here. This was just a short little podcast that I did with my buddy Machen in his Facebook group, Paid to Promote. Y'all be sure to check that out. I will drop a link below in the video. You guys have any questions, any concerns, any discussions you want to have with me or about this podcast, or if you need to talk to Machen, you need to get a hold of him, you think you could benefit from his help, let me know. I can get you in touch with him. So I've been wanting to start a podcast for a while anyways. Maybe this will be the motivation to get it started. But with that being said, guys, y'all enjoy. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And always remember, you can check me out on Twitch every Wednesday, Friday, or on YouTube. I post a new video every Monday for sure. That being said, don't forget to keep a clean tank and put 'em up.
We are actually live in the Paid to Promote Facebook group with our special guest, Big Texs, Travis Boyette. I will give you a big welcome here in a second. I want to make sure that we are golden and going live. And with that being said, it looks like we're good. We're going to start making this where people can hit their comments here when we do these live hot seats. I want to start us off with a little welcome to the Paid to Pro show. If you're catching this on the podcast, we are streaming live on Facebook. We missed Twitch today, but we'll get that set up for the future. I'm your host, Machen Mathews, and we're sharing stories of resilient and self-made entrepreneurs. So please tune in, smash the follow button on social media for our greatest growth marketing advice. And today's special guest is very interesting, out of the box, a little bit different than anything we've ever done before. Don't forget, send in your listener questions, whether it be about our special guest or the marketing stuff we're talking about. That's a segment where we're going to take your questions every week and help you with the strategies we're actually using. Look, we've been there. You don't have to go at it alone. Thanks for tuning in. We look forward to hearing from you, about you, your business, and who you help. If you'd like to be a guest on the Paid to Pro show, go ahead and visit our website, paid2.pro/POD. That's paid.to/POD. And with that, I'm going to get us started. Today's Paid to Pro hot seat is with our friend, great friend here, great friend of mine. Actually, we'll dive into that, give you some little funny stories maybe if they come out into the ether. Live streamer, gamer, Travis, Big Texs, Boyette, the anime game guy, is a Texas lost in Michigan is a term that I've heard him use. But again, great friend. And with that, Travis, I'm going to turn it over to you and ask, who are you? Who do you help and how? And we'll kind of go from there.
What's up, guys? My name's Travis, aka Big Texs. I just wanted to, Machen invited me. I want to thank Machen for having me on the Paid to Promote show. I've been talking to Machen. I've known Machen for a number of years now, but myself, I'm just a guy, man. I'm just a guy that plays games, really. But I'm always up for listening to when someone's got issues. I just like to provide a place where people can come hang out and have a good time. Get
Let's
your put 'em ups in.
I said, "Who's Travis?" And I know that you're a guy, a regular guy, as you said in your own words, streaming on Twitch and being a creator, which is, awesome. A lot of us talk about what we want to create and don't actually do it on YouTube. And so I appreciate that. I know your family, if I can put this out here, Travis is been married a long time, been an inspiration to me. And raising a family, he has 2 kids. Before I had kids, I was over at Travis's house, banging on his door, eating food, trying to get him to come outside, have a barbecue. And now that I have kids, I realize, hey man, go away. I'm trying to be with my kids in my underwear. Like, go ahead. So it's a little joke. In my house, we just never wear pants, because we're homeschool and we work from home and stuff. Like the doormat says, hold on, I'm putting on pants.
Right on.
And so who is it that you help is what you were talking about. And how you help them is a little bit of what you were talking about. And today we're not making some big offer. We're not selling Travis's book today. It's not some big software as a service platform. It's not a little small mom and pop business. This is true gig economy. We're going to dive into it, Travis, about how you shifted this year to generate income online. And I applaud you. no matter where you're at, guys, there's always like this really long path in front of us. But just look at how far you've come from where you started. And I think Travis is we'll dive into that. I think you're a gleaming example of what we can do if we put a couple minutes in YouTube and Google and did our bunch of work. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. Outside of getting it to work. So let's talk a little bit about your channel and how you help people. Is how I put it. And you said fun, safe, non-toxic environment. What else are we doing out there? Having chats, it sounds like, just having community, right?
Yeah, having community, you know, it's I don't have a big following right now, but we're pretty close-knit, tight, you know, tightly woven. Everybody knows kind of, I'm gonna not say first name basis, but like if someone hops in, we know who we're talking to.
First
right?
username basis.
Yeah, there you go.
Twitch, and so it's different from Facebook. Facebook, you're gonna see someone's name. And what's your vision with doing this? Is it, you know, I don't want to set you up, but what is your vision long term with what you're doing? What, maybe why, or what have you touched on that a little bit?
Well, I mean, my ultimate vision, like I'm not gonna beat around the bush. A lot of people say, you know, when they start creating, no, I'm just doing it to do it, and you know, ultimately, like my goal is to make money from it, right? Like I want to provide a fun, safe place to be and hang out, and you know, on my YouTube channel, I make funny videos about different animes and stuff. You know, it's all in fun, but ultimately the goal is, right, make money. Like I don't want to have to work a 9-to-5 job for the rest of my life.
So I have a little podcast right here. I know how much of an anime fan you are, and so what I'm hearing right now is that you're so passionate about the things that you're passionate about, which I know varies. I mean, you're a guy that knows how to like grow coral. I know you have experience working like the aquatics arena. If I have a question about fish or any of that, I'm calling Big Texs. That's why the channel is called Big Texs Tanks, I imagine. Yeah. Not only is Big Texs Tanks and Big Texs Tanks a play on words. If you're in the gaming community, you know about tanks and all that. I don't know. Yeah, horrible podcast. Look at Travis's background live on the stream, or you can catch this maybe on YouTube or something. Yeah. One on the far left. What is that?
This one?
Yeah.
That one's from an anime called Record of Lodos War. It's kind of low key, not a, unless you're a super nerd.
What this is,
yeah, if you know what this one is, we can hang out.
Yes. Reach out to Travis and y'all will soon be best friends. Everyone I know in Travis's Travis and I, a little backstory, grew up in a really tiny town together, a couple blocks by a couple blocks wide. And I wasn't there when Travis was real young. I was there as a teenager. We had some mutual friends. We had a barbecue or a bar or something, and we became friends shortly after. And you know, I just telling, you know, the story 100 miles an hour comes from the same block, same neighborhood, right? So as you grow up and have that nostalgia towards our community and everything, Travis started building businesses. He owned a landscaping business and did plumber's side job things, and I mean, all kinds of stuff. We tunneled under a bank together.
Yes, we did.
Statute of limitations is up. We're good.
Right. It was all legit though. We weren't breaking into it.
I was thinking about it. I was making plans.
Oh, we all thought about it.
Yeah, we were like, okay, but the seismic sensors and
bro, you weren't there, but I tunneled. I did the same thing under the police department one time.
Yeah, then you have all your friends that we grew up with. It's a tiny town, so you know, like Bobby's in jail for like, you know, driving his truck drunk for the 46th time, and he's like, all right, Travis, I know you're under there. I'm gonna slide out of the, you know, whatever, prison break style. You can write a book out of living in a small town. That's what we're saying. If you've lived in a small town, yeah, the city has some big demons and and there's a million numbers, whatever. When you're in a small town, you can't get away with nothing. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's up in each other's business, all that. But it's also a great place to start a business. And we're gonna segue this right into Twitch. Creating a party at your house and inviting the police department over, inviting some of the guys you went to school with, inviting whoever over to your house. It's this inner circle where you're gonna have some community. You're gonna have people over in one little circle next to the fire pit having a conversation, another group, you know, next to the barbecue, whatever. And so we find social media is a lot like that. And what I hear, what I know about your business, which is not in air quotes, but emphasized, is it's not a traditional business. You're doing your passion online creating a party and then letting Twitch monetize that party through subscribership. They have models and all that. And then as many of the listeners here and Paid to Promote are business owners and affiliates, they're very knowledgeable in ways that if you guys have had experience or you have friends that are streaming and building incomes on stream, share some of that with us. If you have questions about how successful streaming is done, whether it's software, hardware, technical, how to do it, share that. Or if you just want to know how do you monetize a stream, we're going to have some discussion about that. But I want to harken that all back to thinking the guy with the trench shovels under the bank. I don't know if you guys know what trench shovels are, but they're like 2-foot shovel with buckets of dirt, hiking it back and forth, who employed a handful of his buddies in town to get some work done so we could put food on the table and have a good barbecue on the weekend. How that shifted from this year, you just lead me into it. What was the thing this year or the setback that you approached? I think elephant in the room, there's effing coronavirus.
I was gonna say, you don't have to say it. I was just so it was actually, it was probably the middle of the year. I think I told you early 2020. It was probably closer. I think the first stream that I actually did was on Father's Day.
Yeah, awesome.
That was my
had
first
a little
stream.
Free time. You said you're gonna do it. You cracked open a hot coffee and made it happen.
I'd probably, before that, it took me a solid 2 months to get everything, because I built my first PC. I had to order all the parts. That's when shipping had just first started kind of going crazy, so it took forever to get everything here.
What about price gouging?
Price gouging was ridiculous. Got that Rona gouge, man.
Rona gouge. Sorry. So what exactly happened? So you're working in some shops up in Michigan. You're transplanted there. Your family's wound up there. This little fast track.
Real quick, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Fast track. Make it happen.
No, I just I do work, like, the one thing, like, I did say I want to, like, break away from my 9 to 5. I love my job, like, I really do. I just don't want to work there as much. I work at a local fish store. It's a little mom and pop shop. It's been there since 1983, I think. It's been there for 30 some odd years. So that dude, I've learned a lot about business from him, because he's owned a pet store for 30 years. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's not easy to survive business year after year after year. Decade after decade after decade is really something to appreciate. And if you're listening to this and you have made it to that 1 year mark, hit us up with the 1. If you hit the 2 year, drop the 2 in chat. I want you guys to engage with us here, because it gives other business owners the opportunity to see this and be inspired. If it's just not right for you, if streaming's not right for you, there are questions that will apply here that maybe you'll have about how do you generate income online. And what we were talking about is a setback and a failure, something that maybe you faced that got you to set up and change from just having that roadblock of, I love this. Don't get me wrong, I like the owners. I like supporting the vision. I like learning from this person, to I want more time freedom. You just said, like, you wanted to be out of there. You don't want the 9 to 5. So what was it that led to that? I guess it was just coronavirus. And you decided what?
My wife, she has a job too. She works a lot. Ashley only gets every other weekend off. Other than that, she pretty much works every day.
I believe that, knowing her. I'm just saying.
I don't get to spend a lot of time with her, and if I'll starting, so that's another setback that I've been putting a lot of time into the streaming and the YouTube stuff, and that's like less time for me to spend with her technically, but I have to put that time in to get there to where I can cut back on the other stuff.
What
right?
are you willing to sacrifice to have what you want?
Right.
Are you willing to sacrifice a little bit of time now to have all the time later? You guys, that is huge. If you have never had a moment in your life where you've had to face up and say, okay, it's time for me to decide, what do I want? And decide is a word that comes from Latin, like homicide, right? It's decide. It is to extinguish the other option. There is only one option. All other options are killed off. That is a decision. That is to decide. And so when you have to decide if what you want is worth what you're going to do, and when you are clear about that and you have a plan of action, which I urge you, take the steps here, grab the units. The very first unit is on how to get what you want. The second unit is on time blocking, planning, how to do that. So if you're catching this in the Paid to Pro group, grab the units. Do it. Do the work while it's there, because finding that inspiration and knowing that when you get up, you're taking that step to spend more time with your wife, more time with your kids, to travel the world, to buy the house, to own the property, to not work the mom and pop shop, but to buy a partnership and stroll in and stock the fish and travel the world and decide where to source and do the cool things that we all want to do, whatever that may be for ourselves. Travis, I'm telling you, man, you're a huge inspiration. I always put this question on you.
You know, that makes me feel really good, Machen, because like you're doing a lot better than you ever have that I've known you.
Right.
And like I'm an inspiration to that, makes me feel good.
Travis, if not for you, what is this, right? If not for the people that supported us on our journey, Travis has fed me, gave me somewhere to live, given me a job. Guys, the real deal is supporting each other, supporting who it is who's made an impact. And how do we do that in today's world where every 30 seconds is a new commercial, new political, new everything, new app, new business, new tool, new thing, new panic, new crisis, new issue? Crap happens. When we have the mindset that crap happens, there it is. What am I going to do about it? Then everything changes. Perspective changes. And when perspective changes, you get what Travis just got, which was inspired. He went, crap, if you're an and I'm is that a win-win-win? Like, we're going to make the world better for what we're doing? Hell yes, it is. It's a no-brainer. And it makes getting up and doing the things like, well, babe, I'm going to stream for an hour today. Is it worth it? Maybe not the first year. Maybe not the second year. Okay, and if you have a spouse that says, sorry, spouses that say this, I hope you're listening, so you don't. There's like amount of left field when your spouse says, "Sorry, I got to cut off my time with you. I got to limit my time with you because you don't believe in my vision or my dreams like I believe in my vision, my dreams." If they can't see you for who you are, sorry, they need to do the work that you're doing on yourself. They need to have those same dreams, because I found myself in that position where the people I worked for and the people I was in relationships with had nothing to say other than my favorite mentor, Fraser Brooks, called it Loserville. It's not a town full of losers. It's just where people go to hang out to hear, you can't do that. Why are you listening to that guy on the internet? Oh yeah, that's a big, who are you to do what you are? You know what you're capable of. Guys, I didn't want to get all preachy or lectury, but this stuff.
One thing real quick, I just little bit more. The whole, what you were just talking about, a saying that I really like, and I preach it a lot, is rising tides are, what is it? Rising tides raise all ships, right? Yeah. Rising tides raise all ships. Yep, that's it. I preach it a lot and I can't even remember it.
Wait, what is it?
Rising tides raise all ships.
Right. And so I can't remember who this is. It might be Jim Rohn, actually. But this is a quote about what we're talking about. And whether you're a business owner, local to a community, or you're a business owner out facing on the World Wide Web, what we just discussed about friendship, about local community, about investing in relationships, about putting that forward, about finding partners that support those visions. In a nutshell, that's what gives us the motivation. Okay, and motivation like a vehicle, I think that's, I'm gonna name drop again. Big Al, Tom Schreider, says the vehicle's 80%, okay? And mindset is 80% of that vehicle. The wheels are the remaining 20%. Those are the action. So those are things like a daily method operation. Those are things like weekly goals and goal planning and resetting and forgetting. You know, the only reason that I find the closest people that I work with find the most success is because they take an inventory, they set goals, and they reset, reflect, Well, you reflect before you reset. You reflect, get your information, set your goals, set the outcomes of the outcomes for those goals so you can take action so that every action gets us closer to that dream of Bora Bora with the wife, 2021 summer. Maybe it takes a decade. Run your own race. That is all that matters, is our own race, not what other people say about it. None of that. Travis, I always ask this question, so I have to ask you before I can let you go. Number one, I want everybody to connect with Travis at Big Texs, tanks.com. So it's Texs and then S for plural.
Yes, like I am Big Texs and these are my tanks.
Yes, Big Texs tanks.com. That will be in the description, so you can click right on through. And I want to make an offer there. It's not really a commercial, but I always do want to shout out for our guest. Join Travis in this community. Hit the subscribe on YouTube. Help us get to those first 100 subscribers, joining this mission to provide a non-toxic place to hang out, a place to at least dampen the load of the day, play some video games, talk to some friends. We're talking business. We're talking fish. We're talking cryptocurrency. Travis got me into Bitcoin, guys. So if you listen to me because of Bitcoin, go talk to Travis too. Okay. And here's the question. For you, where did it all change? What was that line in the sand moment where things changed for you that got you up off your ass, ready to make this dream come true? Because I think hearing that can help other people to do the same.
I mean, in all honesty, I feel like it was an accumulation of a lot of things, but like you said, the actual line in the sand moment was, it was just, I don't know, just not waking up. Okay, all right, this is going to be a lengthy explanation, but it'll have a point at the end. I'll narrow it back down.
Go for it.
All right, so me and you both are believers of like mantras or mantras, however you want to say it, right? Like, what do you say every morning when you wake up? What do you tell yourself?
You got this. You are amazing. You are incredible. Affirmations are, my business partner and I both have all over the desktop. I've seen his entire desktop is like covered in affirmations. I do my cards. So all you guys have probably seen my postcards, all that. But tell me where you're going with this.
Okay, so one thing that Ashley always asked me is she always said, like, how do you just realize that, or I don't understand how you always just say like, oh, it's gonna be okay, like everything's gonna be all right, how confident you are in yourself, this and that. And I tell her, I said, it's, you know, pardon my French, everybody, but every morning I wake up and I look at myself and I'm like, hey man, like Samuel L. Jackson said, like, you're a bad motherfucker, right?
Motherfucker.
And
that's exactly right, guys.
And the one, I guess the line in the sand was the one morning I woke up and I told myself that and I didn't believe it.
And you're ready to do something about it. It was self-doubt. That is hugely inspiring. I know that you told me in chatting that you basically were just disgusted. Like, you were just tired of like everything that was going on, like many of us in the world, the culture, the community, the fighting, the whatever, and just decided that was the point. And so to hear it with that, I had a moment in the past year where I felt this weird feeling that I hadn't felt in a long time, and it was depression. And the coolest thing about it was, whereas that was something that in a portion of my life was consuming, that was huge. Instead, at that moment, I went, oh, you funny SOB, I remember you. Go back, go do something else. Go bother somebody else. Let me help you out the door. I went and took a shower, and I text like 5 people, hey, just thinking of you. How you doing? And a couple of people said, oh my gosh, I need your help. I was just thinking of you. And I got on to helping people and got out of myself. And by lunchtime that day, I went, what's that foreign feeling again? Oh yeah, depression. How weird. I kicked depression's butt in half a day. Not even, I mean, it's half a thought. But it took half a day to complete where I started that thought. So to take a thought like, man, am I as badass as I think I am? And go, yeah, here's how you're gonna prove it to yourself. You're gonna do that thing you dreamed about doing. Guys, execute a plan to get there. If you don't know how to make the plan, book a time, hit the link, hop and pay to promote, talk with one of our coaches here in the group, and it's not so difficult as answering like 4 or 5 questions about where you want to be, putting it on a piece of paper, taking some inventory like you run a general store and saying that shit's expired, get it out of here. Or I need some new stock. I need to believe in myself. How am I going to do that? How am I going to believe in myself? Like this. I believe in me. What do I do next? Take action. Take action. What is it? Create your Twitch account. Create your YouTube account. What does that take? It took about 4 minutes to set up an email. All right. That creates confidence, right? The experience actually leads to the confidence, but these are constructs that start with belief, take action, get that vehicle rolling, get that vehicle into pit stops, places like the Paid to Pro group, places like the Twitch community, where there's other vehicles, other people with a mindset and a set of wheels going down the road, and listen and say, hey man, what tune-up did you put in your vehicle this month? That sounds great. I'm gonna try that on mine. And that's what we're here for, guys. Let's get these vehicles on the highway. Let's get you up to speed. If you're not up to speed, if you're driving the hoopty and you're afraid to merge, that's when you hit us up. Let's get you up to speed. And with that, man, I love you guys. I would like to say, quick outro, meet with Travis, live streaming gamer, Travis, Big Texs. Love that about you. You leave Texas, everybody's like, dang, Big Texs. Got to represent. Appreciate that as a Texas native. If you guys want a little TMI, I have a big Texas tattoo across my chest. I'm one of those people that everything's bigger in Texas. Yeah, it's got 2 6-shooters too. Travis is showing up on videos. Travis, our Texas and Austin, Michigan streams on Twitch. What is your schedule? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday?
Sunday, Wednesday, Friday.
Sunday. Oh, I made it up. Okay, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. Grab Twitch. Hit the follow. When you do that, by going to bigtexastanks.com, you will be able to communicate, be able to meet with Travis, check out some of the creative stuff he's doing on YouTube, support him in this mission, because that's what we're here for. We're going to support each other. And with that being said, Travis, you want to give us an outro? Want to say anything?
Hey, Machen, I just want to say thank you. Usually my outro is, well, I won't do my outro yet, but yeah, y'all stop by. I'm always, like Machen said, I stream on Twitch Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. I try and drop a new YouTube video every Monday. I'm going to try and up that schedule. I'm working on that, but I just got to squeeze in the time. I know I have it. I'm not going to say I don't have the time.
Don't try, just do it.
I got to find it. And it'll happen, but
you got it.
Anyways, y'all stop by, hit the follow, become an official member of the Put 'em Up crew, get your official Put 'em Up. And with that being said, guys, as always, keep a clean tank and put 'em up.
I love it. Keep a clean tank, put 'em up. And I'll leave you with see you at the top or to the left of the decimal for all my crypto lovers out there. See you next time. Super appreciate you. At the top, left of the decimal.